Who wrote the New Testament? No, it's not the disciples of Jesus. What makes me so sure about that, you may ask? Well, let me show you. The Gospels of Mark and Matthew were written in Greek, not just any simple Greek, but Koine Greek. Mark and Matthew were illiterate, and they spoke Aramaic. How could two illiterate men who spoke Aramaic write a book in Greek?
The main challenge we have is that people limit God. I have a testimony to share about a man named John Mbulawa Kamete, who was the very first reverend to preach in the church called Evangelical Church in Eswatini. He was totally illiterate, but then he met the missionary called Malamo, and when he did, he went to prayer. He prayed and came back to the missionary. He told her, I am now able to read, and he actually was. Now, my speculation, the English, the version, the Bible version that the missionary was carrying was English. And then I can safely say he was able to read English. And there's a living pastor today, like right now as we speak in South Africa. His video is on YouTube. He also went to prayer. He couldn't speak English, but after that he was able to speak English. So the challenge we have today is that people limit God.
Come on. The second proof that shows the gospel was not written by the disciples is in the Bible itself, in Matthew 9, verse 9. As Jesus went on from there, he saw a man named Matthew sitting at the tax collector's booth. Follow me, he told him, and Matthew got up and followed him. Do you see how the text goes? Do you notice here that the story is not being told by Matthew? That's a whole different person writing about what he heard. Otherwise, the text would go like, as Jesus went on from there, he saw me sitting at the tax collector's booth. Follow him, he told me, and I got up and followed him.
Now moving on to the second concern. I have captured Donald Trump's video referring to himself and speaking as someone else, and it's called the third person speech. He refers to himself as if someone is talking about him. Actually, Donald Trump, everybody knows Donald Trump. I'll play the video so you can see that it is acceptable to write in the third person or even speak in the third person.
On point, Donald, stay on point. No sidetracks, Donald. Nice and easy. Nice.
Probably nobody has been more out there than Donald Trump.
Nobody's ever taken more incoming than Donald Trump.
Nobody knows politicians better than Donald Trump.
Nobody respects women more than Donald Trump.
Nobody would be tougher on ISIS than Donald Trump.
Nobody has greater respect for intelligence than Donald Trump.
Who knows more about the word apprentice than Donald Trump?
Who knows Pennsylvania better than Donald Trump?
Nobody in the history of this country has ever known so much about.
Okay, people, please just check if what the Bible says has not happened in recent times. Things that happened after the Bible was published are happening today. Just do your research. If you see a miracle of Jesus walking on water, just check if it hasn't happened after that. Whatever is recorded in the Bible, just check if the same power of God has not repeated those things in our age or after the Bible was published. Just to be comfortable before you challenge what the Bible says.